It's Saturday. I got a head cold. It is what it is. I didn't record anything from yesterday or this morning, but I got a really cool bunch of clips on my camera from Throttle Stop. So we're still working on the blue car. We can't figure out what is going on at all. We've tried a million things. My head's all cloudy, so I can't remember what they all were. But long story short, the AFC Neo, which was tuning the car initially, dumping fuel so you could run higher amounts of boost, that was tapped into the factory harness. This is now a Martin RS Enthalpy ECU, so we didn't need that tapped in anymore. So we're trying to figure out what wires need to go back and forth. Martin has been insanely helpful. Has been talking to us on the phone nonstop, helping us try to figure it out. But we don't know yet. Could be a fuel pressure issue that runs like garbage. Could be a fuel pressure issue. Could be a vacuum leak. Could be a MAF sensor issue. I don't know. So that's where that is. In good news, this car, these wheels have seen better days. See these black lines? Yeah, those don't come off. It's not dirty, like it's just literally etched after all the years of getting taken to Pound Town. So I'm gonna pull these off today. I'm gonna get these separated. I'm gonna get the white stripped off of these. And I got those two up there that are already stripped. I just gotta pull the faces out. And CGM Coatings is going to powder coat those for me. So I'm gonna do that. I gotta get the VSTXs from around here somewhere onto here so I can take those wheels apart. Maybe we'll work on this. We drove the purple car this morning and that thing ran flawlessly, and it is faster than Frankie's Honda. So I will cut to the clips now of Throttle Stop, and we'll see where the video takes us from there.
money with my white friends. Don't call me broke.
All right, just like this entire video, here we are at the shop. Today is Wednesday, midweek. Video goes up in 2 days. And frankly, like, we got somewhere, but we didn't get anywhere, and I'm not 100% sure what's going on. So I'll talk through it with you. Did a couple things, new turbo. Essentially, that's it, right? I mean, we put a new turbo on the car. We got a Martin tune, a couple other small piddly things, right? And for whatever reason, at idle, the car is idling at like 16 and a half, 16 AFR, which is extremely lean, and I don't want to mess anything up because blowing up cars suck. So driving it, I haven't pounded on it yet because we put the cams in the car, and I haven't pounded on it yet because I don't have 100 miles on it, and I just would like to make sure and put fresh oil in it. But the car is not, nothing is wrong with the car except for at idle. It's lean at idle. So I don't know if the gauge is bad. I might pull the sensor, the wideband. I might pull the wideband sensor out of the JZ car and put it in this car and see what's going on. But we did a lot of things, so let's just show you what those are at least. So here's the valve cover. Turned out really sick. CGM coatings. Tomei 258 pond cams, which is considered a drop-in cam. All of that is in there. S15 turbo down there. Not that you can see it, but kind of. S15 turbo, Z32 and whatever. We diagnosed a lot of things. This car had a Apexi Neo in it. I took the Neo out, essentially, I should say. The Neo is still sitting there. It's for sale if anybody wants to purchase it. The Neo was wired into the factory harness for the ECU. It adapts the MAF signal, which is this one right here, and we wired it back together. I will clean this all up. I will make it pretty. I have OCD. There's a couple other wires that are running into it, but they're just teeth, so they're not affecting anything. But I do need to cut that out, make all this pretty, and put that stuff back together. So one of the suggestions that we got was that the factory wiring harness for the trunk and the fuel pump is 30 years old, and with it being 30 years old, it's probably bad. So we did a bunch of wiring. Let me grab my light. My kids are here with me. My daughter had soccer tonight, and I picked her up. I just rebuilt these. We'll talk about those in a second. Okay, so in the trunk, we got this. We did a relay because that's what we were told to do. And you get power from the battery to the relay, ground the relay, ground the factory system. And long story short, I made all this fanciness, made it all pretty, wired it all together. There's a fuse in line, and I have all of this fancy wiring running in here. So all that is proper and working. Car runs and all that stuff, but it did not fix our AFR issue. So pretty much what I'm at right now is it sounds sick. I got to put some miles on it, do some pulls and see if it stays lean during pulls or not. Martin said he'd be willing to change up the tune a little bit, but we don't want it running too rich because it's going to follow things out. So I don't know. That's where I'm at. If you have any suggestions or any ideas, let me know. Other than that, let's just tell you some other stuff. The car sounds great, actually, now that I think about it. Jack, why don't you start the car up and start letting it idle and warm up. The car sounds phenomenal. But while we wait for that, this is the front lip for the car. I took my Origin under canards and I put them on the car because the lip got tore up. I finally took the time to start fixing the lip a couple days ago. So this is all fresh resin just to make it hard and rigid. This is part of where it was broke. This is the other part. I started fixing all of that. So you can see where it was tore up. It's not tore up anymore. I can actually pull this tape off. There was a... Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. There was a wicked crack right here. I fixed that too. So as you can tell, the car's warming up, and then you'll hear what the idle sounds like. Hopefully you can still hear me. These are my Meisters. These are the fronts. I wrecked these like 5 years ago. I finally got them repowder coated, fresh lips and put back together. So these are 18 by 10 minus 7, and I have some 18 by 11 rears that I need to get powder coated and fixed yet. Why don't I step outside because it's super loud? So those are the 18 by 10s. I have some 18 by 11 minus 10 rears as well. Right now I got 50mm fenders, and the 11 wide rears do not fit. It is within a millimeter, but it doesn't fit. Good news is I got Type 3s coming from Togi Factory in October. So when those hit, I will take those Type 3s, I will put them on the car, front and rears, and I'll probably throw the Meisters on because the Meisters are sick. Togi Factory also has some 17 by 10 or 17 by 9.5 and 18 by 10.5 rear Meisters that I also think are super, super dope. But I'm buying too much other stuff. I bought a whole kit for the JZ car as well from Togi Factory. That'll come in December or January. We'll talk about that another time. All right, this is a 6-minute rant of what's going on in my life right now, but that's a solid update. I figured we'd come out here and find a way to kind of close out this video. Thank you for watching. We will cut to a clip of me probably in my basement or my garage talking over who commented and all of that stuff. Until then, I'll give you an idling clip of this bad boy as well. All right, time to close out another video. We didn't really crush it, I guess you could say, with a lot of the stuff that we got done on the cars this week. I'm glad the blue car's home. I'm glad that we have it here. I'm gonna put miles on it, get about 100-ish miles on it, change the oil, and then I will start taking it for some heavy runs and seeing what happens with the AFR. So hopefully we can have a big week next week, but let's wrap with some comments. So comments last week, Rob's Getting Lit commented, great video. Thank you, Rob. Looking good, but why just staring at cars? My mom commented that. I have no idea what you're talking about, Mom, but thank you. Dan Billman, enjoying the updates. New content, my guy. Thank you, Dan. Parker got us with JZ good, SR good, KA good. I totally agree. Thank you, Parker. Bryden commented, for anyone curious, the Fiesta is running and driving now. Blue car next. Yeah, Bryden's car's been together probably for over a week now, and that thing's super solid. So I'm happy for him. And then Kai, another day, another dollar, back with another video. So thanks for that comment, Kai. So again, it's cool to have these two cars back in the garage together. It makes me really happy. I just wish I knew more about what's going on with this blue car. So we'll keep plugging away like we always do. I got some wiring and stuff to clean up on the next video. I got some Meisters to refinish. I got 2 of the faces on the ground over there. So Meisters, some wiring, hopefully get enough miles on this thing to start doing some pulls. And other than that, we'll see what else happens on the next video. Thanks for sticking with us, guys. I'm going to end this out with some idling clips of the Tomei 258 Pound Cams in the blue car. Thanks for watching.